Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live music channel. I'm James Welch and your host for today's show. We are connecting musicians and audiences in real-time performances and music news from around the globe. Today's program is all about our live online audition process. Why live auditions? Why live online auditions? Why internet TV? The answers to these questions come easy for the Virtual Concert Hall's team. One of the big answers, home playing field advantage. Live online auditions afford musicians the luxury of performing in their own home or studio. You don't have to spend money on travel accommodations, and if you play a big instrument like me, say a harp or a piano or percussion, you have the luxury of playing on your own instrument. One of the positives that came out of COVID was the advancement of technology and the internet. Everybody began moving everything online, yet nobody knew what they were doing, including us for a while, but that was just for a short time. Here's a look at one of Progressive Musician's first live online masterclass sessions.
Good. Very nice. Very enjoyable. I was just wondering, what's your reason for doing it sometimes one way and sometimes another way?
I'm inclined to change my mind and disappear.
Okay, good job. I have a couple pieces of good news for you. One of them is that you sound great.
Thank you.
And nobody ever sings this song, at least in my experience. Again, I'm just one person. I've never heard this in an audition. So,
oh, good. Well, that's good.
Yeah. I was like, cool, this is something new for me.
Shortly after those sessions, Progressive Musicians merged with Sound Espressivo and Virtual Concert Halls to share resources. Virtual Concert Halls had the resources for some better online experiences, and Progressive Musicians had more experience in the educational offerings. So it was the perfect merge, and we're so happy that we did it. Let's look at what came from this less than a year later. We have a little clip.
Oh, bravo. You're getting ovation here.
Yeah.
What a program. To our judges now.
I think I'll start you out. Thank you so much, Sadie, for playing again. It was beautiful to hear you. I do want to say that the program was so exciting and beautiful to hear such extremely fluid playing and expressive playing. You really are using the flute like a tool of your expression. So congratulations for that. Not easy to do on such a high level. And I would say that all of the pieces that you played, I cannot imagine them more beautifully played. I would like to add in the Paganini that I do think that the highest notes of your flute playing, whether it is the proximity of the microphone or something that was a result of playing in this fashion, or if this is in your playing, a little bit more control on those high notes so that they aren't just spit out like that, so that they have a little bit more beauty, even though they're high and supposed to be a little bit more powerful. You can make them more rounded and lovely. But all in all, I thought your performance was excellent. Congratulations, and thank you for playing today.
So you can hear that the sound quality in that clip is extremely better, including the video quality. And producing the high quality sound just didn't happen overnight. And I know that many of our experienced viewers and listeners out there can see that this is clearly the difference between the Zoom and the StreamYard platform, but that's not really all that goes into this. Sure, you can use another platform and get different results, but in order to make the platform that we're currently using work well is to have a full team of amazing tech wizards that work behind the scenes and individually with each performer before each broadcast. We're very fortunate to have these tech wizards work with the musicians to get the best sound and picture quality out of each individual musician while they're using their own personal equipment wherever they are in the world. Quite amazing. And you can see the difference. That last clip was maybe taken a year or two ago, and you could see the difference in this own broadcast, just how the technology is developed and how our tech team is much more experienced in getting even better sound and picture quality out of broadcasts live. Here's a short clip of a session with our tech wizards' help, and you'll see how they work diligently to ensure the best quality setups.
Go to the bottom middle, there should be a setting called Cam Mic. Go to the audio tab. And there should be a setting called Stereo Audio. Can you turn that on by clicking on it? Is it on now?
Yep.
Does it ask you to refresh or no?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And then go to the camera tab in there on the left. And then click on Show Advanced Options and make sure that you have the highest resolution selected.
Okay. Sorry? Can you go again to Cam Mic settings? I'm not sure that you are stereo settings, that you have the right settings. Yeah, you should turn stereo audio on. Stereo audio should be on and echo cancellation off. Yeah, okay, great, thanks. Your microphone is very good, but it shouldn't stay on the piano. I think it's touching the piano. Can it be moved?
This tiny bit is...
Yeah, it shouldn't touch any of the piano because of the vibrations. Yeah, it's still... Sorry. Let's try to take it outside of the piano. It's too much inside the piano, yeah. It's speaking too much.
Can we raise the camera so it's looking a little bit higher from above, as opposed to like this? And maybe a little bit in distance so we can see full piano a little bit farther away.
Farther away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now you can see the lights.
That's okay. We can move the lights out of the frame.
Yeah.
So you can just see that's just one case, but we have sometimes 100 performers, and our tech team spends that time with each of them before their audition, group sessions, individual sessions, and they're just the best here. But that's what's essential to have a wonderful audition experience, live online broadcast, and we stream it all over the world. So why live and why internet TV? So as you saw earlier, Each musician had the opportunity to get valuable feedback from an expert judge's evaluations. They got to talk with the judges, and it's all recorded. You can go back through the international DVR of YouTube and listen back as much as you want. What's not to gain from that? I love to replay all these past performances of my own and critique of myself and listen to what the judges say and be like, oh, they were right, or I get the point, and it's just so helpful to have that where you can go back to. Additionally, as part of our experience, we offer what is called a professional materials package. Our team has the ability to send video files of each participant's auditions with the judges on them, and also create written transcripts of the judges' comments, and including a certificate of authenticity, which can be useful when using a video for another audition. Those packages can be ordered on the Sound Espressivo website. Now, the certificate of authenticity, I should probably just mention that many competitions and auditions, even collegiate auditions, want proof that your video and recording was made live without edits. And we have that certificate here saying that it was made by our certified internet TV company and that no edits were made, and it's just a win-win experience for everybody. So, what do progressive musicians and Sound Espressivo have available this season? Many opportunities that challenge, encourage, and award performers of all instruments and ages. And we'll just take a quick look at the website here. And if this is the Progressive Musicians website, www.progressivemusicians.com, and if you're a Word person, right at the beginning here, we have all the text and the links, and you scroll down here and you'll see all of these auditions, and we're still adding some, but we have our Laureate Gala at Carnegie Hall, where you can audition to be a recitalist or play a concerto with the New York Chamber Players. We accept composers, new works that could be played by the orchestra or just in recital, and we'll just take a quick look at that here. So yes, there's Rachel. She was a fabulous guitarist. She played a year ago at Carnegie Hall and under the direction of Maestro Franchi and the New York Chamber Players. So we have our next gala coming up on November 21st and another one on April 4th. And I believe, where's the deadline? It's probably up at the top. I should probably start at the top of the page. October 1st is the deadline, and we have all the information here. Composers can also send in their works to be played by the orchestra, and it's just quite an amazing experience. We've had so much fun producing these and get so much out of this. And next one, our laureate ensembles, and you see here at the top of the page there. This is new. We have an all-strings intensive workshop, 3 days, that you work with Master Emil Chodnovsky, and 2 days of rehearsing, and then perform at Carnegie Hall. We have the cello choir with Maestro John Kaboff, and the flute choir under Rita D'Arcangelo, and the guitar ensemble under Julio Reyes, and another string workshop under Kelly Hall Tompkins, and a vocal intensive workshop under Maestro Justin Pometlars. And all of the information is here. This is the castanets under Teresa Laiz, and we just did a spotlight on her earlier, and here's the vocal ensemble. Yep, my bad. Okay, and there's so many opportunities here. I'm gonna zoom back up here. We also have the call for just general recitals, performances, and here are gala dates: November 21st and April 1st. Another cool opportunity, Cold Orchestra. Right at the top here, you'll see we have 4 orchestras that you could play concerti with. The deadline for those most of them are November 15th. For the Boulder Symphony, the deadline's March 1st. and all the details here. You just click on each page. It comes up with all the audition information, the conductors, and it's just a lot of fun here. Sound Espressivo also has many online opportunities here. This is back at our homepage. And just a quick look, we have so many master artists that you can work with through this season. And it's just so overwhelming, including the Adler Oaks Audience Favorite Award. We had a few people win this time here, and it's just great. It's overwhelming. I could talk for days about this, but let's dump out of this website here, and we'll go back to other visuals if I could get them up here. Okay, here we go. Technology's fun. So we, in order to introduce all of our entire season, we've prepared a short video that is much better than me rambling here. So let's show that video, and you'll get the overview. So exciting, and I can't get enough of that music. That's our music was written by our Virtual Concert Hall's composer in residence, Ala Lowry. It's just wonderful, and we've had other soundtracks by her on our previous broadcasts, and just wonderful. So, all right, that is the audition process and the auditions, what you can audition for with us. And would just like to go a little bit further before we sign off. We have the Laureate Gala coming up, and our deadline is October 1st to apply for that. And we have a complete performance package that you get with, in addition to your performance at Carnegie Hall. You'll see here, yeah, we have that thing in the middle. It looks like a poster. We actually have posters available now, but that's the front cover of the program. We have a color program booklet that we offer to every performer. You see the medal there. There's the front and the back of it. You get a personalized medal with your name on it and the date. We have a certificate with your picture on it, and we also make sure that we print out a certificate for everybody's teachers, because teachers work hard and they deserve the recognition, and it's just a great thing that we can offer in exchange for all the countless hours they put in. Okay. So additionally, if you're a concerto musician, there are 2 more perks. The first perk being an online consult with Maestro Franzi from the New York Chamber Players Orchestra. We have a clip for that here.
Hi, Anastasia, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Fine. Yeah, very good. do you have any questions? Otherwise, your playing is very straightforward. That's not difficult to understand. It's very clear. Everything very, very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. I don't really have any questions. I think it's pretty like 122 from the end to from beginning to the end. Yeah.
It's good.
So you might be thinking, well, why the online consult? Well, time is limited when we get with the orchestra, and this is just one way that the conductor and the soloist can really familiarize themselves with each other. It's more of a getting to know your music work session, because all of the nitty-gritty hard work is done, and we get all those details ironed out, tempi, pauses, repeats, anything fancy that might not even be written in the score, some creative talk, and then Maestro is able to prepare it for directing the orchestra, and that saves on rehearsal time. Rehearsals, though, we give each concerto musician 2 rehearsals with the New York Chamber Players Orchestra in a New York City studio prior to the gala, and we have some sample clips of that, which we will show right now. So many opportunities that we could talk forever about them, and it's so exciting to just be in that room with everybody preparing. And that wasn't even the gala itself. The gala was just overwhelmingly wonderful, being in that room with all that great music. And so many opportunities. We have all of the details on our websites, www.progressivemusicians.com. We also have all the details on the Sound Espressivo website. It's soundespressivocompetition.com. And if you have questions or just need some more details, you're able to email us at director@progressivemusicians.com, or on any of our platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the above. We're on them 24/7, it seems like. But send us a message. We'll get back to you. We want to answer all of your questions, and we want to hear all of your wonderful performances. So, go on our websites, check out everything, find the opportunity that best suits your desires. But don't forget, listen to what your teacher tells you in lessons. Then go home and practice, 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 because that's the best way to get the best experience out of our opportunities and every opportunity out there. Okay, so a couple of thank yous here before we sign off. Just a quick thank you to musicians, our audience, and supporters out there. We couldn't do this without you. And, we have many of them here, you can see. And it takes a village, really. And it's when we all come together, this is the kind of event or events that we're able to create. Another one, just a quick shout out again to private teachers. Private teachers work hard. They know what they're doing. Listen to them. Practice. do your best, have fun. And thank you, private teachers, for all that you do and all that you do that you don't get paid for necessarily. It's a labor of love. Okay, and we have our virtual concert halls team that I mentioned before. Look at that team there. There's so many people there helping with even today's broadcast, behind the scenes, beforehand, preparing clips and everything. We're very blessed here. This is our village. On that note, I'd just like to remind our viewers that we are live every day at 12 p.m. Tune in to see highlights from our performers, teachers, spotlights, and more information on how to participate in our events and just, fun memories and moments. I'm James Welch, owner of Progressive Musicians, and your host here at Virtual Concert Halls today, saying thank you to everybody and have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.